welcome back to my channel. My name is Ness. I like to talk about books. Today I'm opening up the October Fairyloot boxes. I know, I'm late. There's a few reasons for me being late. Mostly personal, but the other one is these have only just arrived a few days ago and I got super bummed with these boxes. This is the first time it's ever happened to me, but I was seeing spoilers for these all over the internet before these were even dispatched. I've also been spoiled for the Illumicrate book, but that's kind of like understandable. Maybe Royal Mail strikes were affecting when those boxes turned up to everyone, but there is actually no excuse for these because they weren't even dispatched. I feel the pain now of international readers where it takes them months to get these boxes. I'd just ask everyone, you know, just because you have it doesn't mean that other people do. And the fun of these is getting the surprise. I'm not spoiled for the items though, so I'm actually going to leave this one till the end and get to the items in this one because I genuinely need to feel some excitement about this box. Usually I really want practical items, but today I'm just asking for something pretty. Give me something nice to look at and I will be happy with that, practical or not. I'm hoping to rearrange my shelves soon. Something to put on my shelves would be nice. I was just about to say this box and this box feel the same weight, so I don't know what on earth the items could be. I feel like I might get disappointed by this one, but I'm really hoping I don't. Oh look, we have a spoiler card this time. We have 2 spoiler cards this time. This makes up for the fact that I've missed so many of these throughout the year, but I feel bad because that means that someone doesn't have one. Right, we're not going to look at the back apart from the theme, Sell Your Soul. So the first item I'm seeing are socks. Now I have liked socks that have been done well, but some of them are just a bit out there, you know. So this just says Raven socks. Guessing as in like the Raven Boys. Yeah, the Raven Cycle. Oh my god, this book series is so old and so overdone. Can we please stop doing this series in book boxes? Oh, I hated that book as well. I wouldn't even get the book from this either. Don't know if I would wear them. Maybe I would actually, because when I said I thought I was going to be disappointed by this box, I'm really thinking that this might start to take shape. Can we please just drop this book series? Can we just start injecting some new book series into this box? Oh, don't be negative, don't be negative. So this is another one of those little like box things. It looks very similar to the last one that we had. No! I've just seen the author quote and who it is. This box is testing me. So this is Once Upon a Broken Heart inspired one of these things. Storage bag. I actually did like the other storage bag. Hang on, I'll just grab it. Nice. They are very, very similar. This also came this year, I think, but I do like the design on this side, which is just like really neutral. It says heroes don't get happy endings, they give them to other people. Moving on. Oh! There's another book. Did not know we were getting 2 books this month. This is a book that I've never heard of called Princess of Souls. This is a Fairyloot exclusive edition with sprayed edges. Also got an author digital signature. This book is a Rapunzel inspired romantic fantasy, has a redesigned cover, sprayed edges and a digital signature. It's set in the same fantasy world as To Kill a Kingdom. The main character is Celestra, I love that name, and she is the heir to a powerful magic. She's locked away in a tower by a cruel king. She's able to foretell death and harvest souls to feed his immortality. Nox is a soldier who spent years plotting vengeance on the crown, and he's determined to steal the king's immortality and kill the entirety of his court, starting with Celestra. And then they look at working together to, you know, tag team it up. I do like retellings, so this book does interest me. Tangled is my favourite Disney movie. The 4th item is one that I don't really care about because I don't watch this. But some people might enjoy it. It's a foiled art print. Howl's Moving Castle. When I say watch it, like I just don't watch Studio Ghibli, and also I know this is a book, but I've never read the book. Don't really intend to. Illumicrate recently did an item inspired by Howl's Moving Castle as well. Maybe it's having a bit of resurgence at the moment, but I do like that it is foiled. Usually when we get art prints, they just remind me of the author letter art that we also get, so that this is a little bit extra special is nice. Oh, these fandom items this month. This box is like a 2 out of 10. Usually when I'm negative about a box, I get so many hateful comments. Just a reminder that this is personal taste and I'm not gonna like every month. Although the tarot cards, like literally every time, are perfection. These are Rowan and Citra from the Sci-Fi series by Neil Shusterman. I used to hate the tarot cards, but now I just absolutely love the Celestial set. So I think I might be getting rid of this box minus the tarot cards, which baffles me. And then the last thing in this box is the book. So because I have had this spoiled, I do know that this is the normal cover of One Dark Window, but that there is something special underneath. This has just a plain sprayed edge, and when I first saw this, I was like really disappointed because I was like, this is what the book looks like when I go into Waterstones. This is what it looks like. But it's when you get under the cover that things start to be very special. So as you can see, it has a reversible alternative cover art, and it also has the title down the spine as well. And I love that they've actually put the title on this. I wish that every time they do underneath cover art that it would have the title and on the spine as well, just so you can choose which way you want it. The naked hardback as well is very, very nice. The end papers are stunning and also match the hardcover. And they have different end papers on the back as well. So this isn't signed, but not the end of the world, because you are getting such a special edition with the art on this. And if the author doesn't want to sit and write thousands and thousands and thousands of signatures, that's absolutely fine by me. The book did redeem this box for me, but I think overall, nah. We do have the artwork on the back of the author letter, which is the same as the reversible dust jacket as well. I must say that One Dark Window sounds like a fantastic plot. One Dark Window is a gothic young adult novel, and it is a debut novel, so it's always great to see debuts in book boxes. The magic system does seem a little bit complex, so by using cards and drawing on cards, that would give you magical abilities, but magic can infect you, so you know it's not all like good. There is like a drawback as well, and the main character is infected with magic to the point that now she has a monster living in her mind. She needs to go and find some more cards so that she can cure herself. She joins the forces of the king's treacherous nephew and his band of highwaymen, trying to hide that she has this monster in her head. It's enemies to lovers, and the reviews on this are saying that the romance is good. By looking on Goodreads, this doesn't look like it's going to be a standalone, though it does look like it's going to be part of a series. If you were like super excited by the 2 books in here, this would probably be like okay value for money for you, but I don't feel so excited to read them, and I would just, you know, rather wait for One Dark Window to come out as a paperback and then get them both for much cheaper. So now moving on to this box. I've had a roller coaster with the adult subscription. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you will completely understand that I'm sick of repeating myself about my love-hate relationship with this. We've had some fantastic books, the Atlas 6, Babel, and I was going to cancel my subscription because the rest of the books have just not been for me. They've not been great picks. It's a lot of contemporary fantasy. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I actually did want this subscription because I thought that I might have a chance of getting one particular book, and I kept talking about how, you know, we're not going to get it, we're not going to get it. I keep hinting at this particular book in all of my videos about how I don't think we're going to get this. And it's going to be the November book. It's going to be the November book. It is going to be the November book. All the money that I've ever put into Fairyloot is building up for this moment. This is my Babel. Okay. And everyone's excited about Babel. This is it for me. This is my Christmas present to myself. This is Christmas Day and New Year's Day and all of the Christmases I've ever had coming to me in the post this month. Oh, if we don't get a good edition, I will boycott Fairyloot. There will be no more videos on this channel. This channel will be deleted because nope, I will not have a disappointing edition of the November book. And now I'm rabbiting, so let's just get to this one. Theme for this month is Dystopia, which is a form of fantasy sci-fi. Seems a little bit more on the sci-fi front to me. But you know, when I saw what this book was going to be, I thought, what a strange pick for a fantasy subscription. And this is the first time in a long time, maybe ever, that I've opened a book from a book box and seen just plain old normal bottom book. So thank God the sides are not plain. They've got like this, like what architects draw on fancy grid paper. I keep saying this all the time, I just wouldn't, as someone making books, put a design on to the side of a book which required very straight lines, because these straight lines are wonky as anything, and I don't think even with flattening the book out completely with weight that they would ever look straight, all of these tiny little grid lines. Oh, a terrible choice. This is Poster Girl by Veronica Roth, who wrote the Divergent series, which when you think about it, you know, when you look back, it, you know, at the time it was widely accepted and very popular, but I just don't know if that book was published today, how that would be received now. It's a wacky concept when you think about it, like totally bamboozled. So the cover is, I believe, a colour change from pink to blue. I do prefer the blue actually, I think it suits this book a lot better. I've not seen if there's anything underneath this, even though I was spoiled for it, but let's see. We have nothing underneath. Some artwork on the front, but nothing on the back. It's an eye with What's Right is Right. Very 1984. Right, so I've opened this and it seems like if we have a drawing of a futuristic looking eye, but I am noticing the grid paper on this is also slightly wonky, but so I'm assuming it's meant to be that way. Or at least they realised if we put grid paper on the side of the book, it's never going to look straight, so that they've done it in here. I just think it's just a bad design choice. And it is also the same on the back. Right, one comment straight off the bat. I feel like they don't put as much effort into their adult subscription as what they do with their young adult book. So just comparing the young, from this month, the young adult books, we've brought an artist on board to do character art 3 times, because they've got 2 different end papers and then the art underneath the dust jacket. It's more than 3 times, it's 5, because then we've got artwork on the front and the naked cover and whatever. That's so many hours that at least one person has spent making the artwork for that book and making such like an edition that is unlike anything else. That's one bit of art, and then the foiling on the front, the side and a colour change. It's just not the same standard, is it? This also has a digital signature in this one. And I was about to make a comment about it being a young adult author again, but I do believe in Veronica Roth's due that she has written an adult book before. This book seems like a super quick read. It is only 269 pages, which is nothing for a book. You could probably sit and read this in a day if you wanted to. And this certainly does feel like a throwback to those plots that we were reading in the late noughties and in the early tensies. The tensies? How have I lived a decade and not realised what it was called? So the main character is called Sonia, and Sonia was the poster girl for a regime which is very like 1984. However, this book is set sort of later in the typical plot lines of dystopian novels, where there was a revolution and the delegation, which was the, you know, dystopian government, has fallen. And Sonia, because she was the poster girl for the delegation, was imprisoned, and she's been imprisoned for 10 years. Outside, in the normal world, everybody's now free from all of this monitoring and are free to go about their normal lives. The story starts when Sonia is approached by an old enemy with a deal. Find a missing girl who was stolen from her parents by the regime and earn her freedom. And this leads her to start digging deeply into her family's dark secrets. This is described as a haunting dystopian mystery that explores the expanding role of surveillance on society, an inescapable reality that we welcome all too easily. I mean, as a book, it does sound really good. I definitely would read this. I think I will give this a go. I'm just not sure if this book warrants a special edition, that's all. So that's it for this video. I hate being a Debbie Downer. I don't like to put out videos where the content I'm reviewing is something that I don't enjoy, but I will always be honest. I will never, you know, give good reviews where good reviews aren't due in my opinion, and I'm always reviewing this from my own personal perspective. I'm going to go and open my Illumicrate because I need to be cheered up. If you can't tell already, I'm super excited for the November adult box, and hopefully the young adult box is going to be good as well, and I hope that you stick around to see The ultimate showdown between me and Fairyloot. Is their November adult book gonna be a nice addition? Are we gonna get more of this, or are we gonna get what they did with Babel? If it's more of this, I might actually cry in a video. If it's like Babel, I think I'll have tears of joy. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of these boxes in the comments. I'm very interested to see what you say. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.